Good morning. Plans have changed and I apologize for this crude filming setup. I was never planning on filming inside on this adventure out here, but I woke up this morning to this. Now this isn't beautiful fog rolling through the forest. This is actually smoke. And if you're unaware, 2020 has been the worst fire season in California's history. And there's a few fires. They're not very close to us, not very close to Mammoth here. But the wind must have changed and it just brought it in. Last night, waking up to ash on the truck. I mean, just a horrible stink of smoke. Visibility is really, really bad. It's only about 300 yards at the moment. So we're gonna make the best of a bad situation. We're gonna hang out here. I'm playing with the tools in this cabin. I made myself a foam latte, which I'm enjoying. I'll take this time to clean my camera gear and figure out what's the next plan, because I'm really kind of bummed. This morning I was gonna hike up this little stream. It's right at the peak of fall color. The leaves are falling onto the rocks in the stream. It looked beautiful. The lighting just wasn't right yesterday. I was gonna do it this morning with the early morning light. That has obviously changed. We'll roll with the punches today. After breakfast, we'll hop in the truck and see if we can either drive, north or south, or just see which way we can see to get out of this mess. Maybe go to a higher elevation. We'll see, but as of right now, it's not looking too promising. With the smoke getting worse and worse, we decided to head north where there were reports of clear skies, and we went 60 miles from Mammoth to the ghost town of Bodie. And I thought this would be fun because I brought my achromatic phase 1 back to shoot black and white, which I didn't think I'd be shooting black and white with fall color. The ghost town of Bodie is a must-see if you're in the area. It's one of the most well-preserved ghost towns in the world, and they're still, to this day, they're not quite sure what happened. It was one of those things where one day the city was just bustling, full of people, and the next, everyone just kind of seemed to vanish, leaving tools, beds, a lot of their belongings, valuable belongings, behind, making this, again, best preserved ghost towns in the world. With a few hours of daylight left, we decided to explore some areas along the 395 highway. So the smoke has cleared a little bit, so I'm out here and I didn't go quite as far up as I wanted to because it's still a little smoky out. But I found this really cool stream here. It's really steady. You can see the leaves coming through it. It was really windy last night and you can just see the leaves coming down. So it might not be the best photo, but we're gonna try taking it. I'm gonna use a polarizer because I want to take out most of the reflection of this stream to really highlight these leaves just slowly coming down. Isn't this beautiful? Just slowly coming down. Highlight that, but also to show a little bit of reflection to show the pine trees to kind of give a feel for the area we're in. Wow. So I was just shooting some B-roll of the leaves coming down that stream there, and I heard it sounded like a big branch breaking or something, and I turn around and there's this big, I can't use the word huge, but there was this big bear. Heart's still pumping, about 35, 50 yards away from me, and we made eye contact. Wow. Whew, okay. So, gathering myself, as a photographer, I gotta go see if I can get a good picture of it. I apologize, I can't take you with me. This is my Nikon D850. It's also kind of my wildlife camera as well as the video camera here. So, okay, let's go see what we can get. See if we can get a good picture of this bear. I got my 300 lens with me. Oh man. Okay. Nervous, but this is why we do this, right? I'm gonna go try this. Wow.
So I got up early this morning to go check out Yosemite Valley, see what its fall color was doing, and it was so smoky, it wasn't even worth staying. So I turned back, and now I'm coming back down the 120 towards Lee Vining. I'm about 4 or 5 miles from the 395, and I saw this beautiful grove of aspens off to the side of the road, so I thought I'd come check it out and go do some exploring. Now the weather is still not helping me. It's hazy, blue skies, smoke, sun directly overhead, so I'm not going to be looking really to do some big panoramics here because the light's just not right. So maybe I'll concentrate on just kind of find some detail shots, maybe some cool reflections off this stream or river down here. I'm not quite sure how big it is, and I'll just concentrate on that. And like this whole video will make good of a bad situation. Really, it could be a lot worse. It's a rough year this year, but I still couldn't see myself doing anything else. We're doing photography here, so I can't complain too much. So this creek is actually proving to be a pretty good find. There's just some beautiful reflections coming off it right now with the sun straight overhead, just lighting up these top yellow and red aspen trees. So I have high hopes for this. I just found this brilliant composition as I was walking down this creek. I brought the camera up here because you probably can't hear me down there, it's really loud, but there's this beautiful little aspen leaf just sitting on a rock, and when you get low enough, you get this beautiful reflection of the sun hitting the aspen trees above it. So what I'm gonna do, I don't wanna blur this image too much, because if I get too much blur, you're not gonna really be able to see the clean, sharp lines that this reflection's giving me down this little waterfall. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go about 1/4 of a second. I'm gonna use my 90mm lens just to get that perfect composition, and then just wait for the sun just to hit those trees, just a little bit more of the aspen trees behind it. And we're gonna get this beautiful, sharp reflection that just surrounds that little rock with that aspen leaf on it.